And welcome to another episode of Digging History and Honoring the Sacrifice. My name is James McCormick, and as you can see, we don't have Bravo in the studio today. Now, Bravo, being a trained service dog, has a period of time where he goes back to his training site in Chula, Florida, with Valor Medical Service Dogs. And he's down there right now for a 2-week training period where he's going to learn different skills that are going to help not only himself, but are also going to be able to help me when I'm out in the field. I can't begin to tell you that how much that we miss Bravo, and I'm sure that you miss him as well, because people have become so accustomed to seeing him on the show. But he will be back next month, and so you be watching for him. And you're going to see some clips from Bravo in our shows from the field, because we did manage to shoot some really good video footage with him actually on the beach. So we were at Cocoa Beach in Florida, and Bravo and I did some metal detecting there. Didn't do too good, but boy, he had a lot of fun hitting the waves in that area. Today's show is going to focus on not just our platform here that you're watching, but also some of the other social media platforms that we're using to bring metal detecting to life to people. A lot of people are becoming more focused on using social media. Obviously, we have our show on YouTube, and you all can see that as well under Digging History and Honoring the Sacrifice. And that's going to be under the West Virginia Library Network. And we'll put a link up to that so you all be able to go and follow us. And it really helps us if you go on to these sites and follow us, and then just hit a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you see something that we don't like, that you don't like, let us know. But on each one of these episodes, it's really important for us to get the feedback, because then it helps me to determine what you want to see in the next month or so. So not really a heavy focus on any one particular area, but here recently we've managed to get access to some construction sites. And here's how you do this, metal detectorists. You go out and you ask permission. Now what you will find is that some of these construction sites don't want you on their, on their property, and that's okay. You just say thank you and hand them a card. I did that recently, and I received a phone call 2 days later, says, I was a little bit in a bad mood, but yeah, come on out, you can metal detect. Just don't get around our equipment, and we appreciate it, if you just fill in your holes. Not a problem whatsoever. So that little bit of kindness and not stomping off like you're angry, really will help. The other social media platforms, and my son Preston has set this up for me. And my son Preston is 13 years old, and I will have to admit that he is more tech savvy than I am. And you all have seen my daughter on this show as well. Cassandra likes to metal detect. Preston likes to do the filming and the editing and things like that. He just doesn't want to be on the camera, but that's just the way he is. But he set up a TikTok page for us. That's right. So you can see some great digging history shorts. These are like 30-second vids that include some of Bravo doing his thing on Digging History Veteran, and that's on TikTok. So go on there and check out some of those videos. You're going to enjoy them and get a few laughs because we try to make that site, fun, entertaining, and educational. But if you look at how we work this, then you'll understand that it's very, very important for us to utilize different platforms in order to get the message out. Because really, ultimately, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get people involved in metal detecting and trying to get both state officials and private property owners to understand that we do have a professional group of metal detectors out there that will, come out and conduct themselves properly, and also put their artifacts that we find into local museums. So good news, about 2 years ago, our first show, we were metal detecting a site in Scary Creek. In that segment, we found a Virginia State Militia officer's button that had been shot and had definitely been mangled from the battle. The location where we found it at, and after doing some research, there were only 2 officers that would have suffered that kind of catastrophic injury. And that was Lieutenant Welch, who was killed, and the great-grandfather of George Patton, and at that time was a captain in the Virginia Militia Infantry. And we have a button that very well either belonged to Lieutenant Welch or Captain Patton at the time. And it is going to go into the Craik Patton Museum here in the state, just outside of Charleston. It'll be there in a few weeks. We're really excited about turning that over to them, along with several bullets and cannonball fragments that we found from that site. Now, how cool is that, folks? That is the way that we should conduct ourselves as professional, not just metal detectorists, but amateur archaeologists, people that love history and want to preserve history. Because I'm telling you, putting it in a drawer is not going to help anyone. So you found a really cool bullet, you found a really cool button, but what good does that do you if you're not sharing it? The other thing is that we have our Facebook pages. We have, we have Digging History Facebook page, and we also have a Appalachian Professional Metal Detectors Association page that we would love for you to go to and follow. In addition to watching us on the local television show that airs, and then also watching us on the YouTube channel that is available through the West Virginia Library Commission. So, without any further ado, folks, I'd like to take us to the field and show you some of these great finds that we have found, and also some of the short videos and areas and things that we've been able to do with our new pages. So, sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and we'll be right back. Okay, all right, so here we are. We're going up into the woods here. As you can see, it's really, really thick. So this, again, we're looking at for any artifacts from the Battle of Winfield in Winfield, West Virginia. Now, I've got my Noctamacro Legend here, and it is it's fired up and it's set to find anything, but this area is really, really rough. And thick, very thick. So we've got our bug spray on, and we're doing all the stuff that we're supposed to do here, but you've got to really watch out because of snakes and just anything you can imagine you're liable to run into. Now, there's no signals up here, so that's a good sign. There's not a lot of junk up. Sorry, I almost fell. And that's something you got to watch out for as well. You got to watch out for, wow. You got to watch out for loose logs and everything else, folks. All right. We'll see if we can find anything. So, finding some good rocks for Bravo. Hitting my detector against stuff. That's weeds and sticks and things like that. It's going to set it off. So you just kind of learn to what that sounds like or what that is. Now I like to search on the sides of hills like this.
And I do that, like I said, because it seems to be a place where a lot of bullets may have impacted. You know, they were all fired. We're about, I don't know, a couple miles from the actual battle itself. So I'm really more looking for campsite items and anything that could have potentially been shot over this way and just been lost to time. So we'll see. We'll keep looking. We'll keep looking. And we'll let you know if we find anything. Okay, digging history fans, this is something I haven't found in a long time. That, my friends, is what they call a V-nickel. Now I'll have to clean it up, but I could see the V vaguely on the back, and I don't want to. I'll put it in some water and soak it a few days, and they clean up a little bit easier that way. Usually I take a toothpick and I just pick around to, you know, get the dirt off and make out the dates. But that's pretty cool. All right. And that was like right on top of the ground here. So this has been a pretty good day. It's been a pretty good day. Bravo and I had to stop for a little water break, and this came up like a 27. So I thought, it's probably another shotgun shell, but I'm glad I dug it though. So that's why you have to dig everything. Right, Bravo? You have to dig everything, right? I just gave him water. I don't know what it is with him and dirt. He likes to eat dirt. You're a good boy, though. All right, folks, you can't find it sitting on the couch. Get out and get to digging. Okay, folks. New day, new place, new dig. And anything could be out here. Anything could be out here. We just don't know, but we're gonna find out. So I'm back on the trail for looking for remnants of Morgan's Raiders. Now, they supposedly broke through and came to this area right here. Fortunately, I got access to this nice location, and we'll see if we can find anything. A little bit weedy, you see what we got on. I've got on the tick spray, Bravo's on his heartworm, and his regiment for fleas, and the whole 9 yards. He's there. You know where the whole 9 yards comes from? They say, give them the whole 9 yards. That and the whole 9 yards. Well, back during World War II, the fighter planes, and you can hear some music playing over there, were equipped with 50 caliber ammunition, and the belt was 9 yards long. So when they'd say, give them the whole 9 yards, well, that meant to shoot the whole 9 yards of ammunition in them. And that's what that meant. Yeah. So if you ever hear that terminology, that's what that means, the whole 9 yards. How about that? So we learned a little bit of history on digging history. I think that's cool. Watch out, Bravo. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, hey guys, it's a coin. It is a coin. It's a nickel. It's not a... Sorry. Looks like a 1952 nickel. First find, 1952 Jefferson nickel. Not bad. All right, now we got to fill this hole in because Bravo just dug it all up. Thank God there's a lot of roots and stuff there. Oh, this place is wow down here. So we got a little music playing. Cool, we got it. Okay, folks, this is coming in kind of bouncy a little bit. 33, 34. Now, I'm not going to say it's a shotgun shell because it may be a bullet. It's just buried deep down in there. But because it's not giving me what I would call a good steady signal, okay, it could be junk. So, but the only one way to find out, there's only one way to find out, and that is to dig it up. So here we go. There's Bravo. Okay, so it's going to be down there just a little bit deeper, so that's a good sign. We'll see. We'll see. We love to find a little bit of Civil War history. So sometimes we have to All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take the metal detector, go back over that same spot. $33, $34, $32. I'm leaning towards possibly a small lead pellet. That's what I'm leaning towards. And when you get to know your machine, you know, you'll be able to do the same thing. Okay. Well. Okay, let me run that back over one more time and let's see where we're at. Okay, now you see what Bravo did, right? He threw that rock in the hole like that. Now, he wants to play. So he's still kind of a pup. You just stop and you throw the rock and he goes and... That's still down. Jiminy Christmas. Okay. We'll just keep digging. And hopefully we find it. He's looking for another rock now. So as you see, you know, it's not just running out here and, you know, digging stuff up and it's there. You know, I mean, it's a process. $33, $35. See, sometimes that happens. Now looky there. Totally missed the target. Guess what that is? It's a shotgun shell, right? So, there it is. So now I'll fill in this massive hole because I totally dug off target. And so that's why you need to go around on the outside sometimes. I made that mistake. So, all right, shotgun shell. Okay, folks, here we are out on the beach in Florida, and first time ever, man, I've been able to do a metal detecting show wearing sandals. So I'm not much of a beach detector, okay? I'm just gonna tell y'all that right now. And I'm new to this thing on the beach. You know, usually I'm in the Appalachian wilderness, searching old Civil War sites. But we're gonna hit this, you know what I mean? We're gonna see if we can find anything. So far, we haven't found anything. I take that back. I found one little piece of a can, and hey, I picked it up and I threw it out. So I'm using the beach mode on this Legend, and I'm going to go ahead and take off all of the discriminators so I can pick up anything and everything that might be on it. And I'm just going to dig it. But I'm getting a lot of bouncy signals, you know, into the surf just a little bit here. And Bravo's having a good old time out here. So it's black, got some black volcanic sand. So it's a little different here in Florida. So, but we'll see what we do. I don't know. I see some seashells. You know, we might be picking up seashells here before long. I can't believe I haven't found anything yet. Uh-oh. Now Bravo is kind of liking the surf now. Wow, what a beautiful sight, huh? Check it out there. So they had a little bit of rain here the past couple of days. And so I've got my family out here, and we're taking a vacation. But I'm going to be here to entertain you guys on this beach, and hopefully we'll find something. So we're up here in the dunes up here above, where maybe somebody may have dropped something up here, or maybe something blew up here years ago. So they just had a storm come through, and we're told, again, I'm not a beach hunter, not a beach metal detectorist, you know. So this is a little bit new for me, but we're told that on the beaches, okay, uh-oh. Okay, it's something, but it's not really giving me one of those really good signals. But hey, we're gonna dig it anyways, just because we haven't found anything yet. I mean, it's just been really kind of bad. Now, usually I would have a sifting shovel, but because I didn't expect to be out here doing this, you know, I'm okay, so it made it out. So let's keep spreading the sand out. Okay, it's somewhere in here. Let's see if I can pick it up with my... Here it is. Here it is, folks. Have no idea what it is, but it's got metal in it. So we'll get it off the beach, and Bravo will do a little digging there himself. See that? Oh, he's such a good digger, dog.
Okay, well, we hope that you enjoyed some of that footage from the field. Wasn't that cool? And then some of the other sites and the links, which you're going to see that we're going to have, you know, roll up on the screen here so that you'll be able to follow us on some of our other locations. Now, it really helps us, folks, if you will go in and subscribe and like, especially on the library channel site. We really need to boost those numbers up, folks, and start sharing some of this information, because some of this information is really valuable. You wouldn't believe how many people call me on my phone number that is posted, 304-206-6065, and ask me questions about metal detectors, metal detecting, and wanting to go out and do a little bit of metal detecting with me. And I'm happy to share that information and that knowledge. because knowledge does us no good unless we do share it. And just like anything else in any other show, I tell you, one of the best places to go to get that knowledge is at your local library. We have libraries that are in most communities, and folks, you need to get out and visit your local library. Take your kids, go out, get a book, sit down, take advantage of these wonderful resources that are out there. They are wonderful and they are free and they're available for each and every one of you. And because we support the entire West Virginia Library Commission, we want you to know that for us, we would greatly appreciate that. In addition, when you talk to your librarian, that you see if they would be interested in having some of our artifacts that we find in their local libraries, all they have to do is reach out and contact me, and I'll be happy to send them items that they can put on display, and they can increase knowledge by being able to have actual physical artifacts in their location that people can see and in some cases touch. That's the most important part, folks, is it's about education, it's about fun, and it's about working together to bring something really nice to the state of West Virginia. Our state is the most beautiful state in the country. We have some of the greatest resources out here, and we have an opportunity through metal detecting to offer a whole new area of tourism. All we have to do is explore it, engage it, and get our local legislators to support that effort as well. We believe that a professional metal detectors association would be good for the state of West Virginia, as well as potential licensing so that we can go into state parks and other areas that currently are off limits to metal detecting. But to be able to get in there and to find some of those artifacts, not to stick in our pocket and take home, but to find these artifacts and put in great places like the local museums, like our West Virginia Cultural Center, we think that that adds value, not just to our mission as metal detecting professionals, but also the mission to educate our community and our future children about the great things that West Virginia, the great and sometimes terrible things that have happened in West Virginia that we find on our many treasure hunting trips with Digging History and Honoring the Sacrifice. Well, folks, as I always say, you can't find anything sitting on the couch. So get up, get to digging, and remember to always make it fun. Have a good day, folks. We'll see you in the next episode of Digging History and Honoring the Sacrifice. Thank you.